Hello again, this is Bob Weir with the Cross Timbers Gazette, and my guest today is Denton County Sheriff Will Travis. Sheriff Travis was elected in 2012 and is currently running for re-election in the Republican primary on March 1st. His opponent in the primary is a man named Tracy Murphy, who has also been invited for an interview. All of these interviews can be seen in the Denton County Republican website at www.dentongop.org. Thank you for being here, Sheriff Travis.
Very glad to be here, Bob.
All right, how about we start with, please give our viewers some background information, such as education, law enforcement experience, family, etc.
Absolutely. When I went to the University of Mississippi. I graduated from there with a bachelor's of public administration. I came here as quick as I could in 1985 and got on the police department in Dallas, and from there it has been a great ride ever since then. I've loved every minute of it. I've stayed there for a few years, and then I went through the Coast Guard Reserves, and I was a boatswain's mate, which put me in, I was in federal service at that time because the Coast Guard is not a, they do a lot of things out at the ocean, but they stop the dope dealers that come through our ports. And so I was a driver on the boat, but I was also a boarding officer. We lost our billet spots down in Houston, so I transferred over into the Air Force, where I was on the security police side, which no more just in the cars riding around the base. I was assigned to Brooks Air Force Base and attached to Carswell Air Force Base. But I was in the reserve in both status, and then from there I went to the Drug Enforcement Administration, and I was a special agent. Absolutely loved that. There's nothing like getting up every morning and not knowing where you're going to be the next day, and know your bag is you're going to be going to nowhere, anywhere in the U.S. So chasing the bad guys. But I'm so proud of the accomplishments. We took thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of drugs off the street daily, and I was very proud of that.
Okay, so how about, most people are aware of the many layers of law enforcement in government, from local to county to state and federal. For those who may not know, please explain the role of the Sheriff's Department.
Right. Well, the role of the Sheriff's Department is very, very big. We have a big role. We have constitutionally the sheriff is over the jail, is the keeper of the jail by the legislature. Everything else is just kind of gravy, like your patrol division, your SWAT team, your CID, everything else. But statutorily, you're over the jail. And I'm very proud of the accomplishments that I've done in the jail. I've got a jailer's license. I'm the first sheriff to ever have a jailer's license, so I'm very proud of that. And that's led me to a lot of things. It's led me to do a lot of great things in the jail because the jail is a huge operation. It's 1,600 beds, almost 1,600 beds, so it takes a lot to run it, a lot of knowledge to run it, and we do a great job at it.
Okay, here's a question that some people might be curious about. If a local police officer and a sheriff's deputy get to the scene of a crime at the same time, which has jurisdiction to handle the report, the arrest,
right,
whatever?
Well, it's if we get there before the officer of the municipality that we're in, we'll probably wait. He'll probably do the actual offense report. But if there's an arrest to be made, we'll make the arrest. We'll follow up on it, and we'll do the case processing on that.
So so who's ever on the scene first?
Who's ever on
the
scene? Yes,
it's their arrest.
But but if you're in a smaller town, we have several smaller towns that have 2 and 3 police officers in them. Phenomenal agencies, but they get it's hard for them to do all the case prepping and everything to take those particular cases to jail. So we'll pick them up and do them. We certainly don't mind do that. We love doing that for them.
All right. How many people are employed by the Denton County Sheriff's Office?
654. We have 440 of those are. 444 of those are make up the detention side alone, and so it's just like I said, the detention side's a huge operation. It's a huge manpower deal, and our we're constantly having turnover because our pay, and so we're constantly being innovative to get new people in there, to bring them in there so we can keep them trained up and keep our staff full.
How about the size of the budget?
The budget is $53 million. $29 million of that goes to the jail alone, and that handles everything from paying for the food all the way down to the personnel, to clothing, training. We do an enormous amount of training on all of our budgets. We've changed that in the jail to where we're doing different types of training because of everything that's going on in modern day society now.
Well, you are in your 4th year as sheriff of the county. What do you feel are your most successful accomplishments?
Oh gosh, where do I start? We've done so many good things. I'm so proud of our agency. I'm so proud of the men and women that work for the sheriff's office. I think we've done a tremendous job. From day one when we came on, you know, we had lost our dog, our canine. So I immediately went to work on trying to find that canine and see where he had gone to. And incidentally, we had found him. He had been killed, and then we had a burial for him. We went on to engaging ourselves with local leaders in the community. We did an enormous amount of just going out, meeting the mayors, meeting the police chiefs, and seeing how we could reach out to them and do a better job of communicating with them. You know, our communications alone, we do, you know, we dispatch for 15 police departments and 11 fire departments. And so we've got to be on top of those particular cities and let them know that we're there for them at all times. And we answer over 250,000 calls for service. So we have to be in the community. We have to be doing a better job out there doing what we're doing.
So let me ask you this, if you're reelected, what are your plans for the next 4 years?
Well, I can go on and on about that. Obviously, we need to pick up training. Training is, right now, we're having to change in our budget to do change for Second Amendment stuff because of the open carry. We put on classes. We created classes on both our communications side, our patrol side, so these people are familiar with everything that's going on with the Second Amendment and with open carry. So we're having change training. We've got so many different things we need to look at. We've got terrorism stuff that we have to constantly be looking at. We constantly got to be working at all the human trafficking that's coming through our highway system. We constantly got to be looking at how we can just do our job better. The community expects us to do a better job than what's been done in the past because of everything that you see on TV. So I want to make sure we meet those standards and make sure that we're better than those standards in everything that we do.
Okay, well, how about campaigning? What kind of campaigning are you doing? I imagine it's a blend of a lot of different ones.
Well, we're hitting the streets very hard. We're walking. We are sending out flyers, mailers. We are doing a TV commercial. We every possible way we can reach the public. We're doing so on Facebook, all different types of social media. We're trying to do a very good job of getting our name out there because we have done a great job, and I'm very proud of the accomplishments that we've done while we've been in office. So.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add about your campaign for the nomination?
Well, the only thing I'd like to add and end with basically is that when we came into office, crime was going up. You had a 1 in 9 chance you were going to get hit by crime. I am here to say that crime is down in Denton County in all the major areas, and burglaries, thefts, burglary of motor vehicles, and all the major crimes are down in Denton County as a result of the community policing that us and our partners agencies have implemented into these communities. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud that you look on the FBI stats and you see that crime is down in Denton County. Well, I want to thank you very much, Sheriff Travis, for coming in for this interview, and I wish you good luck in the campaign. Thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate it a whole bunch. Always nice seeing you. And thank you for watching.